Alright, so in this question we're gonna learn how to use the contingency table and to find the expected value. Alright, so the first thing, we're gonna try to download this into Excel. Once we got it here, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy this data and then we're gonna paste it into our template. Alright, so we're gonna paste it within the observed values. Alright, so these values here that we got, they are called observed values, right? Now what we're gonna add here beside the total, we're gonna add the percentage. Alright, so this is the percentage column. Let's give it a color, yellow. Okay, so how can I get the percentages here? I will have to divide the total number of each row divided by the overall total, right, which is 125. So the first one is going to be equal sign. I'm going to click on the 50, divide, backslash, and then 125. And enter, and that's going to be 0.4 or 40%. I'm going to do exactly the same thing here. It's going to be equal sign. I'm going to click on the total, which is 75, and divide by the overall, which is 125, and enter. That's 60%. So I know those are the percentages for each row. Now once I'm done with the percentages, I'm going to copy basically everything here, and then I'm going to paste them as expected values. All right, I'm going to start the calculation. Please notice here, whenever you paste them as 1, 2, 3 as values, right? So you want only the values, you don't want all the formulas. Okay, so here, this part here, let's put it in yellow again. All right, and what we're gonna do, these values here in blue, only the blue values, we're gonna clear them, clear content, and those are the expected value that we're gonna calculate. So how can you get the first expected value? You're gonna put enter, and now you're gonna go to the total of the column, all right, which is 50, and then multiply it by the percentage that you calculate. Multiply is shift and 8, that's multiplication, and then click later on the percentage 0.4 and enter. So that's the first expected value. So obviously I'm going to do the same thing over and over. So what I'm going to do here, so the formula for this one is the total of the column. You want to multiply it by the percentage of the row. Okay, so this one, let me write it down, again be the 50 times the 0.4. So this is the 0.4, this is the 50. I'm going to multiply, and you notice here they are, if you roll them, they are the two numbers, right? Okay, so therefore if I want to find this value over here, it's going to be the cross of this percentage with the total 75, right? 75 times 0.4. All right, so let's put it in the formula. Equal sign. I'm going to click on 75, then shift 8 and multiply by 0.4, click on the 0.4 and enter. Okay, I'm going to do exactly the same thing all over again here. So you're going to be the 50, I want to multiply it, shift 8, and right now I'm going to multiply by 0.6 because that's whenever you cross them around, and this is going to be this one. All right, so let me show you how you do it faster if I have more columns. So do you see the 0.6 over there? I'm going to lock it, and the way to do it is you use function or F4 basically, right? You look for the F4 and you click on it. So what does the F4? You're going to place a $sign before the letter and $sign before the number, and that's how you lock the cell, right? So now it still gives me the same answer. However, I have the option right now to drag it to the other side, and the formula is going to be copied, right? So how do you drag it again? You click on the cell, you go to the corner, lower right. Whenever you see that cross, you hold it and then drag it. And that's going to be the second number. So now if I double click on 45, and you can see these two cells that they were multiplied, 75 and 06. And that's what I want, right? And that's how you get your expected values, right? Okay, so let's try to plug the value that we just found in. The first value is 20, second value 30, then here again it's 30, 45. Check it, that's good. Okay, so for this question, the expected values, they are supposed to be, the observed and expected, they are supposed to be the same, right? So this is the only option. Makes sense.